Hi there, so here's a quick update on my diorama. I've added some more realistic looking trees. This is some kind of fake, well not fake, it's some kind of lichen material. It's very furry, so when you don't look too close it kind of looks like bunches of leaves. And I've used real twigs that I've gathered. These two trees are meant to represent ironbarks. Okay, they're not a very good representation, but I'm just making do with what what I have available to me here in Phuket. Um, Maybe in the future I'll think about ordering quality stuff from overseas, but for now this will do. And anyhow, I built up these trees. The ironbarks were painted black and then given a grey wash. There's a little tree at the corner which was just given a grey wash, and yeah, so it really does help to disguise those plastic trees in the background, but actually they fit in better now as well. So that's pretty good. I've also I put a little bit more different kinds of green material because after all, this is a creek bank, so there's all sorts of things growing there, and I've put greenery around that cutting there to make it look more realistic. Um, the next big thing I'll be working on will be the tractor, which is basically to conclude the whole diorama, actually. Obviously, the tractor did not look new. It would have been at least 30 years old and with no fresh coat of paint. So the grey paint would have been well and truly faded. So I'm going to have to give it a lighter matte grey paint job. And at some point, the grill had been hand painted in a white paint. I'm guessing it might even have been like a household exterior paint, who knows. But it was pretty rough, so I'm going to have to paint that to match, and of course weather the tires. And as well as that, this is a TE20, Ferguson TE20 model, whereas we actually had a TEA20, so a little bit different. And ours, the actual muffler was vertical, whereas this one is horizontal. I don't know if I'm going to change that or even if I care to be honest. But we had the TEA model has foot plates here, whereas all we've got here is like these pedals to rest your feet on. So somehow I'm going to have to try and put foot plates in there. I hadn't really taken much notice of that exhaust pipe before. I don't know if I can do anything with that. See if I can change it. And the other big thing is that on the back of the tractor, the typical trip out to the back property while Dad's driving and I'm steering would be that we had a carryall mounted on the back. So I've got the 3-point linkage. There's also this adjustable piece there. So I'm going to have to try and make some kind of carryall here. A vague memory again of what it looked like. I don't have any clear photos or anything like that, but it would have been loaded up with firewood, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't look quite right, because once I put firewood on it, that's all that really matters. And also we had a roof over it. It became law in Australia years ago for all tractors of all kinds, all ages, to have a roll cage for safety. And they'd put well, he called it a roll cage, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think it would have protected anyone from anything. But it was just two vertical pipes up to about this high. And then there was water pipe framing a square roof, and the roof sheeting itself was just normal galvanized sheeting you'd put on a farm shed, or maybe a house. So that should be fairly easy to make, I think. And I'm pretty sure for a long time it was painted in a Rust-Oleum reddish color. At least the vertical poles. The rest of it I'm not quite sure, but I'll see if I can find some old photos. You notice the steering wheel's missing. That's because this was sitting up on my desk and a picture frame came down and almost destroyed the tractor. But anyhow, that'll be the next big thing, because also you can see that's loose there now. That's part of the damage. But anyway, the next big thing will be on the tractor as well, is to put figures of Dad and me. So I haven't found any model figures yet that I'm happy with, so I might just have a go at maybe clay molding, which I've never done before, so that could be a fun experience to try. Anyway, there we go. That's the current update.